Hello and welcome to She Boss Talk. I am Shantae Alradi. I am coming on with another stimulus update and news report for all of our entrepreneurs and small business owners out there. This is Monday, December the 7th. So come on in. Drop a hello. Let me know that you're out there. What do you do? Where are you hailing from? Like what state, what country are you from? I want to know, who our audience is. And so definitely want to make sure that you are engaged and have the information that you need to make decisions for your business, for your life, for your families, because we know all too well that too many of us have been impacted by COVID-19. And so that's why I bring you these updates so that you're well informed, so that you can take necessary action for yourself. And then more than anything, I come on here to help you stimulate your own economy. So while we're waiting on the federal government and other agencies to do, to provide some relief, there are other things that we can do to be able to stimulate relief for ourselves. And so I always come on here to tell you that. So you definitely want to stay till the end of this video, because again, this is very important. Please do give this a thumbs up. We want as many entrepreneurs and small businesses to see this. Do subscribe if you have not subscribed already. We're on our way to 15K subscribers. So thank you to all your subscribers out there. I know we try to provide great, valuable content. We've helped so many business owners. And if you're just coming across this channel, we definitely want to be a help to you to help make you successful. So you definitely want to subscribe and then hit that notification button so that you are notified each and every time that we drop a new video. And I try to come on live as much as possible, because a lot of this information regarding relief is so time sensitive. So I want to make sure I bring it to you as quickly as possible. So with that said, I want to just jump right into these stimulus updates for you. We have a new bipartisan stimulus bill that I'm going to talk about. But before I talk about that, I really want to bring you up to speed on where we're at under the current CARES Act programs. Now, I mentioned before that, under the CARES Act law that was passed in late March 2020, after COVID-19 hit, provided a lot of benefits for the American people who were impacted, who lost their jobs because of stay-at-home orders, businesses that had to shut down to stay-at-home orders. So there were a lot of benefits that were put in place, but guess what? Those benefits are coming to an end. So this is an emergency situation. If a new stimulus package does not pass, we are set to lose a lot of the benefits that I know many of you all are currently receiving. And if you are receiving any of the benefits that I'm going to review for you today, please let me know in the comments, because they are set to expire at the end of December. So again, that's why this is right now a critical time that we need a new stimulus package. So I'm going to tell you about what is proposed, but let me just tell you the ones that are about to expire. So many millions of Americans are going to be losing their unemployment. You're talking around 13 million Americans who will lose their unemployment if a stimulus package is not passed. Okay, so that is urgent. That is set to close. So we already know that the additional $600 per week was terminated back in July, and President Trump signed an executive order allowing most of the states, or opening up to all the states, and those that were approved provided an extra $300 a week for up to 6 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks for most states. Okay, so, and then that closed, that ran out very quickly. So then you have people that are on unemployment that are getting very little, right? And under that package, under that order, it only applied to those that were receiving at minimum $100. So there are many of you all that are still receiving unemployment or pandemic. So if you're an entrepreneur, small business owner, you would not have qualified for traditional unemployment. That's where that pandemic unemployment kicked in, that provided relief for so many that would not have otherwise qualified for that particular program. Now, I can tell you, I just received a couple of days ago, I think it was on Friday, a letter from our state. So you may have received a letter too, and they were saying because I guess, well, unemployment is still high. Okay, job numbers are low compared to what they thought that they would be. But we received a letter from our state just basically saying that we would be cut off December the 12th. Okay, so I know some states up to December the 26th, but again, at the end of December, it is set to be expired. So you can look at different alternatives, but as far as unemployment is concerned, we need additional relief to come for that. And so I'll tell you what they're expecting to be providing under this bipartisan bill in just a second. Emergency withdrawals. So I don't know if you're aware that under the CARES Act, we are allowed to withdraw from our retirement accounts up to $100,000. Now, that will expire at the end of December again. So this is for those that, whether you have a 401k plan, a 403b plan, or IRA account that's a retirement account, right? Savings account, you were allowed to withdraw without tax penalty due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So if this is new to you, and this really, I would only recommend this in emergency situations if you have no other recourse to get money, because I'm a believer in saving your retirement. But we know that these are some really critical times, and you need your hands on cash, and that is a way to get it without a tax penalty. Now, you need to do that before December the 31st. The eviction memorandum. Okay, so the eviction protections, if they don't extend these, okay, and provide some relief, you're talking about 6.7 million people that will possibly be evicted by January. So we know even under the current, there's been issues with, renters being evicted. We know that there's been benefits as far as your mortgage is concerned, mortgage relief, but all of those things are going to be set to expire. Student loan, all of those that have student loans, if you have a student loan, let me know, but that those payments were put on pause. Of course, you can continue to make payments, but they had to pause those payments without any penalty on your student loans, right? And that is going to be set to expire as well, impacting for over 42 million student loan borrowers. Okay. And then emergency sick leave that was also made available. Paid sick leave, again, will not be available after December. So it is critical that we get some relief. So let me explain to you about this new bipartisan bill. And I believe they're going to be bringing it to a vote. Bipartisan means that there is agreement on both sides, both Democrats and Republicans, because there is great push to get some relief. Like, we are on the brink here as far as people needing relief. And so bipartisan lawmakers put together a relief bill. They're supposed to be they unveiled it, and now they're supposed to be bringing it to vote, I believe sometime today, if not today, tomorrow. So I want to just go over what this relief package would include. Now, this is a $908 billion relief package. And they're putting this forward knowing that, like, this is just a down payment. This is not by any means all that we need, because it is evident that we need more relief, even outside of the $908 billion relief package. So this has support, I know, by Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, because I think that what they're trying to do is get some relief to take us into the next year, to at least cover those most urgent needs, like some of these that I just listed off, that are really going to impact the American people, that they're relying on, that's going to expire. and then be able to take us into April 2021 while they're working again on a more extensive relief package. But let me tell you what this would include. Now, some of the lawmakers that are part of this bipartisan bill include Mitt Romney. He's a Republican. Bill Cassidy, Susan Collins is also a Republican. Maggie Hassan, who is a Democrat. August King, an independent, and Mark Warner, who is a Democrat out of VA. So there's a long list of lawmakers who got together that looked at, okay, what is in the HEROES Act? What's in the HEALS Act? What is most important to the American people to really keep us above water during this time? And so let me let you know what that includes. Now, the $908 billion is offset because they're going to actually take money, some of the unused money from the CARES Act, like the PPP program, right? So we know when they closed the PPP program, the Paycheck Protection, that closed with still 130 billion remaining in that fund. So they're looking at what monies are still unused that they can pull from under the CARES Act, right? That are still need to be made available for some different for these programs, and then include that. Okay, so let me discuss some of those real quickly. Now, 288 million will go to the Paycheck Protection Program, a second round. So I talked about this before. This is an agreement from everybody that they want to extend the PPP program. It worked for so many businesses, but so many it did not. But there's still money that is available, and this will be included. So it'll be a second round of these loans. Now, these are forgivable loans, which means they turn into a grant once you satisfy the requirements under that program. That's free money. That's why this program is one of the reasons why this program is so popular for small business. But it will also include other relief for small business. Now, I'm hoping that that is also grants and or they put it towards the EIDL, the economic injury disaster grants that we're still waiting for. So that, so they give a broad overview. It's not until actually the bill passes that I will actually be able to see all the details. But it's PPP and additional small business relief in the amount of $288 billion. And again, I want those to be grants, not loans, and to refund the SBA's EIDL program. So those of us that still are waiting for our $10,000 grant can get it. Okay, and if you apply for EIDL before July 2020 and you have not received your EIDL grant, can you let me know in the comments? Can you just type "I want my $10,000 EIDL grant" in the comments? So in addition, they will be augmenting the unemployment benefits with $300 a week for 4 months. So remember, I said that they're looking to really take this in and cover up through April while they're working on a more extensive package. So this would provide 180 billion to unemployment to provide $300 a week for 4 months and a pandemic unemployment assistance extension. So if you're one of the ones that got a letter like I did, in the letter it said that they will be closing it down. So basically I wouldn't be getting any more benefits unless there was a stimulus package that passed more money. Now, some of the states are actually pull from their own monies or maybe CARES Act money to extend your unemployment benefits. So not every state, some states have done that, okay? Because they know that the federal governments ran out. But be on the lookout for that, because that, again, is set to expire. But that's one of the benefits that they're looking at, because we know still, again, there's so many people on unemployment that need these benefits. They also want to include state and local aid in amount of $160 billion. So we know that states need aid. And so that is one of the ones that is on here. Education relief. Okay, so there's not a lot of detail on this, but I'm assuming that part of that would be for the student loan relief that is currently set to expire. So I said a lot of this is trying to meet the need of these programs that are really important that are going to be expiring. So they're going to be the proposal is $82 billion towards that, $45 billion towards airline and other transportation aid, provider relief aid in the amount of $35 billion, nutrition and agricultural programs, $26 billion. So those are food programs, okay? So when you talk about nutrition and agriculture, we're talking about like your SNAP benefits. And I know some of the states have had additional benefits as well, but we know that people have been food deprived, and we need these food programs so that children, families can have food to eat. There would be more rental assistance, $25 billion in food and rental assistance. Vaccination, that's something that's really big. A lot of these companies are coming out with new vaccines and trying to get them approved. So there's studies, testing, and all of that. That's $16 billion. Additional support as far as childcare and U.S. Postal Service funding in the amount of $10 billion each, and some other benefits as well. So again, this $908 billion relief package would be offset really by the previous budget authority of $560, which basically means is they're really using $348 billion of new money. Okay, so again, this is a bipartisan bill that has backing from both sides, Democrats and Republicans, that they looked at what are the major needs. Let's get something, a relief going so that these programs don't expire. This does not mean this is all. This is the start. Like I said, it's like a down payment, right? Because we know we need more relief. So that is the bipartisan bill. As we learn more about it, and they get it moving, for a vote, like I said, it's expected today, probably tomorrow at the latest. I will let you know, but they have to do something very quickly. Now we know also that they need to pass the new stimulus, the new budget, right, the federal budget by December the 11th. So as we get updates on those, and we need that so the government doesn't shut down, and the government doesn't need to shut down. Nobody wants it to shut down. But this is important information for you to know so that you can take action for yourself. So I mentioned that these programs are about to expire. What I want to let you know also, under the CARES Act, the states receive money, funding, right, for various types of programs, which will also expire, which means your states have to spend the money that they were given by the end of December, or the money will be sent back. And it rolls up. So states gave the counties and cities, right, state and local government, they gave counties and cities money. They have to spend it by certain deadlines to the state. The state has to spend the money by the end of December, or it goes back to the federal government. That's how it works. With that said, a lot of the states, all of the states are rolling out programs trying to meet this deadline to provide relief. And small business relief is a big part of that relief. So if you have not heard about or applied for free funding in your state. Now, this is state government ran programs, okay? This does not mean that there are not other grants in your state, because there are plenty. But these are at the state government level, county government level, city government levels, that these funds are being made available to support you and your small business. So I encourage you all to go seek those out, apply, because again, it's time sensitive. You don't have an indefinite amount of time to apply for these grant programs out here, but they're available. And I say this because a lot of you don't even know the programs in your local area. They're basically begging small businesses to give you money. Like, whenever has there been a time like this that they're doing that? Okay, so there are grants at the state, county, and city levels. Included in that is other types of relief. And I mean rent relief, right? So we just talked about like rent relief at the federal level, but the states did not want to wait for the federal government. They started using their funds to open up these programs to provide you rent relief, mortgage relief, utility relief, food relief, childcare relief. I mean, and the programs go on and on. I've even seen car repair relief. I've seen burial relief, and it just varies by your states. Amounts of grants vary by states. Levels of grants vary by states. But what I'm telling you is there are multi-million dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars in relief program in small business funding. Now, I received a testimonial late last week from one of our viewers here who received $20,000 in the state of Colorado because she came across this channel a few weeks ago. She was listening to my videos. She took action. She followed my instruction. And by her testimonial, I could tell verbatim she did exactly what I tell all of you all to do. So all of you all that are asking, how do you get your money? Please follow the instructions that I give you. Use the tools that we provide for you. We have a grant relief and grant tracker that we've done all the heavy lifting. We do research every single week and almost daily and update our tracker with new grants. There are hundreds of grants, relief programs, pitch competitions, scholarships on that grant tracker. Use it. We created the winning grant application cheat sheet because so many of you all were having so many challenges. First, you didn't know where to find grants. Then we solved that problem. Then you have access to the grant. Then you're like, okay, how do I apply for this grant? What do I need to apply? How do I qualify? How do I stand out? How do I make sure I'm submitting a winning grant application that is going to increase my chances of being awarded? Because these grants are highly competitive and they're time sensitive. So you don't want to go into them blindly. So she got $20,000. I mean, that brought me to tears. When she emailed me her testimonial of what she was able to get. When I told her that you all need to look in your county, she immediately went and looked in her county using our grant tracker, because we don't list all the county and city grants. There's no way we can because there are too many. We give you tips on where to find them in your city, in your county, and in your state. And she went and found it and then used our tools and my insider tips to get that grant. She got, from the time she applied to the time that she got the money, was 12 days. That's $20,000. So congratulations to all of you all that are taking action and getting money for your business, because it's possible. If I'm able to get it, my community members are able to get it, you can get it. So there is a grant with your name on it. Okay. The money is out there. The biggest money out there for you is at in your local geographic areas. There are also national grants available. All of these grants you can find on our tracker. The link is clickable, is in the show notes. I always follow up at the show and pin the comment. In the comments are resources, so you can easily access them. So, I mean, it's really just time to take action. I mean, this is the time. At no other point in history, in my lifetime, have there ever been opportunities like this for small business, especially for-profit businesses. This is unprecedented. So, in this time where they have all these opportunities for you to get your hands on money that you would not have been able to do before, this is the time for you to take action now. Now, don't hesitate, don't procrastinate, and don't delay. So all I can do is tell you what you should do. and point you in the right direction, is really your responsibility to take action. You have to decide for yourself, do you need money right now for your business? Would 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 help you in your business? And if it would, then I would encourage you all to take action, because the grants are available. And I mean, for every type of business. Yes, there's a lot of grants out here for COVID relief, but there's also grants due to this crisis and the economic situation and the racial justice issues. There are companies, organizations, and foundations that are looking for solutions. They're looking for problem solvers. They're looking for your ideas. They're looking for new innovations, and they're giving away big money to do it. Even the research. I mean, it is amazing, the money that is out here, and it will continue to come. So that's why I said, when we're going to be flooded with money, small business, that's what I mean. So it's important to be connected and stay connected. So again, if you have not already subscribed, I recommend that you subscribe. There's no one else that giving information like this that I know of, even here on YouTube, that is freely sharing this information and making sure that you get what you need to be successful, so that you can reopen your business, so you can pivot your business, scale your business, get new equipment, rehire people, get a new team if you didn't have one before. I mean, every individual business is different in what your needs are. Assess your needs. What are your needs? What can you use the money for? Let me know in the comments. And that's important, because you have to be able to tell a grantor that's wanting to give you money what you need it for. You have to be able to clearly and concisely explain your need. And if you can't, you're not going to be able to get a grant. So I give you all the information that you need that is going to help set you up for success and getting grants for your business. But you have to be intentional and proactive. You have to make getting money a priority. Schedule time in your day, in your week, to go after money, whether it's a Friday, a Monday, an hour a day, whatever it is. I can't tell you what to do for your business, but every day I seek out grants. I carve out time on my calendar. It's just a regular, it's a habit at this point. I've committed to practice to do it. And we've enhanced our cheat sheet. So, we released it in September, I believe. And just over time, always find new things to add to it that I think is going to be beneficial to you. And I also added a grant status tracker to the cheat sheet. It is a 21-page, fillable PDF that you can use to apply for every grant that you choose to apply for. And so people are doing it. We've helped, way over 1,000 people at this point, and we're well over $1 million helping people like you get access to over $1 million in free funding. Not loans, not anything you have to pay back. This is free funding. Grants is free money for your business. Okay? So the money is out there. The programs, they're looking for you. Please start seeking them out. Use the tools that we have available. Start applying for these relief programs. I got another testimonial as well from one of our followers. She was able to she got her car payments. She got 6 months. I know she got 6 months of rent relief. She got 3 to 6 months of car payments. So, look at your situation. Is that something that you need? Please look at the programs in your states and start applying for those programs. Then come back and report to us your testimonial on what you have won, right? The grants or relief that you have gotten for your business. And we'll celebrate you and we'll share it. And maybe you can come on the show, because we want to hear more of those stories, because the more people hear, the more they know that they can do it too. So they're in every state has programs. People, because I have people all the time asking me, is there a grant in my state? Is there a grant? Yes, use our grant tracker. Let that be your starting point. And then call, email, what's the programs here for my business in my area? You have to be proactive in it. Okay. So these are the stimulus updates. We have plenty of helpful videos. If you're a startup, we have videos for you. If you want to learn how to pitch in a grant, pitch for investors, pitch for clients, check out our pitch for free money video. I mean, we have so many videos that talk about grants that are available, how to get money, so how to be successful in your business. So please do watch the videos at your leisure. Share them with other entrepreneurs and small business owners you know that are having the same struggles and challenges as you, because I don't know one business owner that hasn't had a challenge during this pandemic. And they don't know where to go. They don't know about me. So you can impact a life and a business. You can make a big impact by doing something as small as sharing our channel, sharing our video, sending them an email, letting them know that we're here, they should check us out, or pointing them to a specific video that you think is meeting their challenge right now. Because we're all in this together. There's no way we can make it through this if we're not in this together and we're not supporting each other. That's why we're here. You're here, you're watching, you're now part of the She Boss Talk family. And I bring you all information, new updates before I bring anybody else. So there's plenty of new grants. Just to mention a few, Comcast has a new grant. eBay has a new grant that is available. And Gusto, the payroll system, has a new grant available. Again, all of these grants are on our grant tracker. If you can't find the link, again, you can just simply go to our website at www.shebosstalk.com and click on the menu tab, Relief and Grant Tracker, bookmark it, start your restart search, and start applying. Thank you so much. I hope this has been helpful for you today. Again, if you have any questions or need anything, any resources, if you need me to point you in the right direction, I'll be happy to do so. Continue to be the boss with amplified impact, and continue to stay safe and in good health during this